$999, $1,000, $1,001. Man, these hard drives are great for my guns, but I need something portable. I found the answer. Today we're going to compare the Seagate to the Samsung portable hard drives. Alright, before we get into details about these two external portable hard drives, I want to let you know that as of October 2017, these are two of the best external portable hard drives. In the link below, I will include an updated version, so if you're watching this at a future date, you can see which portable external hard drives are the latest and greatest. Now, I would appreciate if you do want to purchase either one of these, click on the link below to make that purchase. I get a small percentage, and that basically helps me continue making great videos for you. So if you're like me and you shoot a lot of video and a lot of photos, you start running out of hard drive space really quickly. So the reason I chose both of these external hard drives was because they have the capacity to store a lot of memory. All right, now the Seagate goes up to 5 terabytes and the Samsung goes up to 2 terabytes. So when it comes to memory, the winner clearly is Seagate, because 5 terabytes is just more than double the size of this. So the price differential, there's no comparison. The Seagate destroys the Samsung. So if you're on an extreme budget, or you just want to back things up, you can buy 2 of these and it still would be less than 1 Samsung. Here are the prices for 2 terabytes each as of October 2017. And here are the price of these 2 drives that I have. This is 5 terabytes and this is 2 terabytes. Both of these external hard drives are Mac and PC compatible, and they both have a USB 3.0, so you can hook this right up to your computer. But one thing I'll say is I don't like these long cords. To me, that gets annoying. And actually the old Samsung used to be a lot smaller, but they both have about similar size cords. And to me, this gets a little annoying because I like to just plug it in, and I don't want a cord going everywhere on my desk, and it's kind of distracting. If you like that extra space, being able to move it around, if you travel a lot and you're on like an airplane or something, you need to put it like in a pocket, having these long cords can be helpful. Now let's talk about how fast you're able to transfer your photos and your videos onto your computer with both of these external hard drives. There's something called a read-or-write speed, and that's in megabytes per second, and that's just the ability of the data on your camera to go onto your computer and then transfer onto these external hard drives. So for the Samsung, it's 450 megabytes per second, and for the Seagate, it's 100 megabytes per second maximum. So think about that as having 2 different cars, right? This one can go up to 450 miles per hour, and this one can only drive 100 miles per hour. So obviously the Samsung is much better because you're going to be able to transfer your files much quickly. So if you shoot a lot of, you shoot in RAW and you shoot a ton of footage and you have a lot of files that you need to transfer, the Samsung is going to be a clear winner. Now let's talk about what's inside. The Seagate has moving parts because it's not a solid state drive, whereas the Samsung is a solid state drive, so it has no moving parts. So most likely the Samsung will last longer than the Seagate, but to me they're both very, I've never had any Seagate drives die, so to me I would buy both. If I needed the space, I use the Seagate to back everything up because it's got 5 terabytes, but then I take my best footage, my portfolio footage, the footage that I absolutely cannot lose, and I use this solid state drive, the Samsung, because I know it's more reliable. Now, I always recommend backing up with at least 2 external hard drives, but if you're really worried about losing your footage, then you want to use the Samsung because it is a solid state drive. All right, now let's talk about the size. If I tell you the inches, it's really hard for you to get a visual picture. So let me take my iPhone 7. If I just put this up to my iPhone 7, put my iPhone 7 in front of it, as you can see, it's about the same size as my iPhone 7. It's not quite as long, but it's a little thicker. And then in terms of thickness, you can see the difference. All right, Samsung, it's a lot, much smaller. It's almost half the size of my iPhone. And in terms of thickness, it's not much difference. All right, so to me, the size and weight clearly goes to the Samsung. So if portability is really a factor for you, then you want to go with the Samsung. So let me wrap this up. In conclusion, these are both great external hard drives. If you're on a budget and you really can't spend the money, I would go with the Seagate. You can back up all your images. You can buy 2 of these for less than one price of this for the same amount of storage. So you could buy 2 of these. This would give you more peace of mind and you're gonna get good results. Now, if you're a little more serious and you don't want to lose your footage, I would use the Samsung. I personally like the Samsung. If it wasn't so expensive, I would buy more. But what I usually do is buy the Seagate to back up all my footage. And then I put my edited footage and just my selects onto my Samsung, because I have a peace of mind that it's really never going to break. I mean, there's always that possibility that this drive may die, but most likely it won't. It's a solid state drive and it's much smaller. So to me, when you shoot a lot, you start building up in so many of these hard drives, it's good to have portable drives. So if money is no object, I would go with this. But if you're on a budget, I would go with the Seagate. So hope that helped. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe in the link below, and you can also click on the link for my photo gear guide, which will tell you about all the equipment that I use, give you plenty of examples, and that'll be very helpful for you, I believe. So just click on that, and thanks for watching. We'll start with the Seagate.